Hey y'all. So it's a little later on in the afternoon. Um, Today we went to the flea market, which I didn't record any content because I mean it really was nothing to see. We were literally like in and out. It just was a lot going on in that flea market. Let me set y'all up real quick. Give y'all a little quick little chit chat. Earlier today we went to a flea market. I really didn't record anything because it was really nothing to see. We were literally in and out because there was a lot going on. A lot going on. So we stayed there for like 5 minutes, then we left. Then we went to the mall. Really nothing to see there. In and out. We ate at a brunch spot. I really was looking for some Yeezys, but they have a whole bunch of Adidas, but they just don't have Yeezys. So that's unfortunate. But right now we took a small little nap. Um, I'm about to go downstairs and book this Uber for this food tour. So pretty much it takes you to different food downtown, let you try little samples of African food, Indian food, stuff like that. So I'm a little worn out, y'all. So let me give you a recap of what happened yesterday. So we went to the Afrobeats tour, and pretty much they just stopped at different lounges. The first one was a vibe. It was like a jazz lounge. The second one was Afrobeats. The third one was karaoke. The fourth one was Afrobeats, kind of like slash American music. They listen to American music over here. They were listening to Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce, Rihanna, Chris Brown. I was like, what? So that was pretty dope. And let's see. It just hopped around different places, but we got back to the room super late, like 2 in the morning, late, way past my bedtime. I was like, excuse me, y'all Africans can't party, and this was on a Wednesday night. This is not a Friday, Saturday. They said, oh, this is nothing for us. We do this all the time. We do this all the time. I said, baby, it's a lot. So just dragging today. Tomorrow's our official last day. We leave at night. My flight leaves back to Atlanta at 10 p.m. So we have one full day here and then another tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Tuk Tuk tour, which is pretty much they take you downtown on the little golf cart thingies that they drive over here. And they just stop at different locations. But then after that, yeah, I'm going to shower, get ready for the airport, and do all the things. But I am overall feeling really, really good. I love Africa, y'all. Like, it's the culture, the dancing. I love music. I love dance. I was Shazam in all of the different songs. Um, but it's pretty interesting because they think like you're African. They said, like, if you don't, the reason why they know that we're U.S. citizens is because when we talk. But they said, like, just looking at us, they didn't know that we were in the U.S. They did. Everybody kept asking me, was I colored? So we learned that, and I kept saying, no, I'm black. No, I'm black. No, I'm black. They said, no, you're colored. So there's difference in Africa as far as like colored and black. Colored is mixed race. Black is black, African. So that was interesting to know. And we learned so much about their culture. One dude, our tour guide, he was telling us he had two babies out of wedlock. So if you have babies out of wedlock, you have to pay a dowry for the child, like child support, but you also have to pay a big fee up front as well for not being in a covenant relationship. And he was telling us about that. He was telling us about the culture. It's just so interesting, y'all. I really wish that some of the values that they value over here we could bring to the States, and some things that we practice in the States we could bring over here, because it's just so much like good stuff over here, bad stuff over here, good stuff over here, bad stuff, and we could blend it. It'll be like the perfect country. But it was just interesting. Let me head downstairs so this girl ain't waiting on me. But overall, Johannesburg is showing your girl a good time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everything over here. The men here love them some black women. Okay, like y'all got proposed to about 5 or 6 times. My homegirl got proposed to about 2 or 3 times. Like they love us over here, which is always a plus. The food is a good. We had really good food, which is mainly like Nigerian food, but we had African food that was good. African beer, cider was good too. But anyways, let's go on this tour, this walking tour, so we can come on back, relax, start packing up our stuff, and yeah.
What you're gonna do here, I like really are craving this, but I really cannot eat anything, sadly. Here we go. And food, take a bite, make a bowl, dip it, there are no rules. You do not have to follow any of. They walked here during the gold rush, and they also settled here. Then, of course, apartheid happened, the races were separated, and this.
All right, y'all. I'm back from the food tour. It was a lot. A lot. We probably should not have even eaten beforehand because it was a lot. So, that's awkward. I don't know why that's there. But we pretty much went to downtown Johannesburg and she took us around. We had Indian food. We have chicken naan, which I know y'all probably have these in the States. Chicken naan. We had this. It's just chicken with naan, but it's like super fresh. They made it right in front of our eyes. We got to try their ice cream. Their It was a lot. We got to try different cultures. But yeah, the food was good. There was a couple things I could do without that I wasn't really feeling. But and we also got to try these little things. I've had these before in the States as well. It's like a little fruit. And you pretty much bust it open. It's like a white center and a big seed in the front. I mean in the middle of it. This is my food from earlier today that I'm gonna munch on. It's just some chicken, some mixed vegetables, some avocado, which I'm gonna tear up, and some rice. I'm just gonna kind of mix and mingle on this food. But anywho, overall it was really good. We learned a lot about Johannesburg. We learned a lot about just the country, the government. There's a lot going on in the world. If you know anything about it, then you know. But it's just a lot going on in the government that you don't think will affect other countries. But it's a lot. It's a lot. And we got a history lesson on all of that while trying different cultures. There were a lot of Indians there, Pakistanians, Africans. There are some. It's like a melting pot. It reminds me a little bit of New York. Just a whole lot of people there. So that was pretty cool. Everybody was so nice and so sweet. She said they could tell we're not from them because of how we dress. So I had on this crop top and some pants, and my friend that I went with had on shorts and a crop top. She was like, they normally don't show that much skin. I said, oh. But overall, really good. It started raining towards the end, so I'm happy we were able to, get out before it started storming and stuff. But yeah, overall, I have been loving Johannesburg. No regrets at all. I wish we would have stayed closer to the city, but everything is good. Everything. I enjoyed my stay here. I just feel so welcomed here. And everybody has just been a pleasant, experience with every person. Like it was just really nice. Even our tour guide was very, very nice. She told us not to take pictures and do videos, like a lot of it, because people will snatch your phone, and I didn't need them to snatch my camera. So that's why I didn't get a lot of content, because maybe the phones and the cameras are too expensive for somebody to snatch them out my hand. And they already know I ain't from Africa too. Yeah, they would have snatched it and ran, just like she said. So that's the reason why I just kind of put it away in my bag and just, recorded pictures and stuff. So anywho, I'm about to enjoy my food. I'm going to start packing tonight, and I'm going to knock on out. I am exhausted. We've been going and going and going and going every single day, and I just need a little bit of a break. So tomorrow will be the Tuk Tuk tour. Pretty much to take you downtown, show you wall art galleries. I guess this is a famous ocean or pond or something that they're going to take us to, which I'm excited about. And yeah, that'll be for tomorrow. But I think that's all for today. I'm really, like I said, just going to be showering, finish up this food, and I'm going to bed. So I will see y'all in the next vlog. Bye. Mykkel.